What is it about social media? What is it that just makes us so fake? That's not meant as a criticism of you or anyone else on social media. It's me too. Me too. I came out today knowing that I was going to record a video or a few videos, and I changed my jumper. I had a Superman hoodie on and I changed it to this because I thought, you can't do a video with a Superman hoodie. Then I realized it was cold, so I put my coat on, my tatty down jacket which has a few rips in it. It doesn't look great, and so I thought, you can't wear that. Got to wear your nice black coat if you're going to do a video. Then I came out and started walking, and I thought, you fake. Just fake. It's inauthentic. What is it about social media and life in general, I suppose, that when you go out and face other people, we get done up and dusted, put our best clothes on, makeup on, face on, put on the big smile. Hi, how are you? Oh, I'm fine, I'm great. How are you doing? You know, no one ever says shit. No one ever says shit to that question. How are you doing? Shit today. You know, we prefer to cover it up. We prefer to lie. We're so fake, we're so inauthentic, and social media just seems to bring out the worst of that in us. So I keep getting these emails from people where I got one today. Yeah, so I emailed someone, they emailed back with, oh, I've seen your videos on LinkedIn. It's great to see that business is going so well for you. I'm like, is it? Is it? Is it really? Is that the impression that I give on social media? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't wish to be ungrateful. It's going okay. It's going okay. I can't say it's going badly at all. You know, there are people in far worse positions than me. It's probably better than average. Certainly as a self-employed safety trainer, yeah, I'm taking bookings. It's great. I charge more than most, earning good money. You know, people seem to be happy with the service despite the price. You know, it's like, okay, it's going great. But the bit I don't really share is that all of the money that I make, the profit from that, just is getting invested into this video e-learning startup that we launched about 18 months ago, 2 years ago. And I'm literally just taking a salary of £12,000 out of the business. Yeah, barely enough to make ends meet. I'm reliant on my wife really to pay the bills. She earns some decent money. All of my profit is getting invested into that. And with that comes a huge amount of doubt and uncertainty, because I have no idea if this little startup's going to succeed or not. It's getting some interest, getting some good interest from some big firms, you know, who want to buy the courses and often want to tailor the courses or tweak the courses in some way, and that leads us to big projects. And there's no guarantee that these projects will actually succeed. You know, the decision-making time, the length of time it takes for these deals to go through and be signed off and accepted. It's like, there's absolutely no certainty. So despite all these cool videos I make and the posts and everything else, it's like, it's a very one-sided view of my life. And don't we all do that in some ways? You know, if you look on LinkedIn, you scroll down the newsfeed, it's like everyone's super happy and positive. Everyone's like cheering each other on. And yeah, so what have I seen recently? I've seen the mental health advocates, seen a couple of mental health advocates, you know, always banging on about be kind and, you know, ask people if they're okay. And they say that on one hand, and those are good things, you know, don't disagree with that. But then on the other hand, if they get a troll or someone just being a bit negative or critical, someone comment on their post and say something a bit negative, they'll rip them a new backside, rip them to pieces. No kindness. No sympathy. It's like on one hand, they say, oh, be kind. On the other hand, I'll rip you to pieces if you disagree with me. It's like fake, inauthentic. You're saying one thing and you're being something else. There's another guy I know, I won't mention his name, local businessman in Hull, allegedly a convicted fraudster, if the rumours be true. Not a very nice guy by all accounts from what I've heard, although I don't know him personally. Posts a picture the other day on LinkedIn about his amazing team. He takes a picture of them from behind and says, oh, here's my amazing team working on this big, massive project. Got to deliver it in 3 weeks, all working, you know, all hands to the pump. Best team in the world. And then, anyway, a couple of text messages later, you know, through someone I know, I find out that it's just all bullshit. There is no big project. There is no deadline. Then well, they might be an amazing team, but he certainly hasn't told them that. It's just attention-seeking stuff on social media. And I look at that and I don't feel angry or resentful about that. It just reminds me of me and how, I wouldn't say fake, I don't think I'm fake, but it's certainly a one-sided view. Why does it matter? Well, it matters because of trust. We struggle to trust people who we feel are a bit fake or inauthentic. We struggle to trust people who we think are hiding something. And so when I look through my LinkedIn newsfeed and I see all these attention-seeking good news stories and people praising not with the intention of praising someone else, but just with the intention of getting some likes and some comments and some positive feedback. It's all very inauthentic. When I scroll through my newsfeed and I see this, I don't trust those people. And that worries me because when I get emails saying, oh, how great's your business going? Well, it's going okay, but it's not going anywhere near as well as people seem to think. It's like, will people trust me? Do people get the same vibe off of me? Do people say, oh, there's Will Taylor, he's full of shit. Says one thing, does another. Keeps saying how his business is doing great. I don't say that at all, by the way, but I certainly give that impression, obviously, or I wouldn't get these emails. So it worries me that people wouldn't trust me. So I think we need to express the negativity more. I need to express the negativity more, that's for sure. So maybe I need to lead by example on that and just say sometimes there are days, not just days, it's like nearly every day I am racked with doubt, uncertainty, fear, no doubt about that, fear. Shame as well, shame, because I've made some big mistakes in life, at work, and personally. And it's like, yeah, and I'm still haunted by the shame of that. Yeah, I'm hypercritical of the world, and that means I'm hypercritical of myself. So I beat myself up for years over stuff. And truth be known, I do all these videos about managing people and how to win people over and influence people and persuade and how to give great feedback. And I'm full of shit because I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying it to me because I know, and those who know me, who've known me for a long time, know, if you go back 10, 15 years, the people who worked with me know that it is not the person that I am. Yeah, I've been borderline a bully on occasions. Put me into the right culture and I'll just fit right in. It's like I've adapted to really negative culture sometimes. And really scared myself as to how easily I turned into someone like that. And I had the people skills of a brick. I remember years ago, my old boss Colin telling me, that your people skills aren't great. You really need to work on that. But I was convinced I was perfect in that regard. It took me years to realize. And now, well, I'm racked with guilt, racked with shame. And so I do these videos on social media and it's like, they're not for you. They're for me. It's like a reminder. It's like note to self. Note to self. Be nice. Don't be a dickhead. Listen. Be humble. Because some of the biggest criticism I've ever had is arrogance. You're too arrogant, Will. Yeah. I have been arrogant. That's for sure. Ego out of control. It's like, yeah. So some of my videos, a lot of it's about be humble. It's just a reminder to me. So there we are. I know that was a bit of a ramble. And chances are you didn't listen. It doesn't matter. It makes me feel better to say this. And I guess my encouragement to you, if you are still here listening, is express some of the negativity sometimes, because you'll come across as more trustworthy, more authentic. You'll come across as more real. I have a personal trainer called Rich McKeating, and he trains locally. He trains some fairly successful business people in Hull. And he tells me, he says, it doesn't matter how much money you've got, how successful you are, everyone's dealing with some shit in life. And it doesn't matter how good you are, how much money you've got, it's like no one's ever fulfilled, no one's ever completely happy. There's stuff that we worry about and we're fearful of. And it would be great if people could just express that sometimes. And instead of comparing ourselves to these fake, idealistic, positive avatars. That's all we are, aren't we? An avatar. Instead of comparing ourselves to these avatars, we actually compared ourselves to real people. Anyway, all the best. Peace.